Hello everyone, hope you're doing great. Welcome to the course Daily Vocabulary Capsule from the Hindu Editorial. This is the June 14, 2017 edition of this course, and this shall be presented by me, Abhishek Tr. Here's a little information about me: an ex-engineer, an IT guy, and an officer in a major PSU. Cracked several government exams. I write on Quora. Apart from that, I'm into books, music, and traveling as well. Do follow me on Unacademy on this link to catch my next courses. So let's begin today. Trivia time. So what are we looking at? A picture which says pumps closed, which simply means that there has been a reduction of something. So what does this mean? Do type the answers in the comment section. Does it mean tippage, slippage, prolong, or propping? So what are we looking at in the editorial page? We have two articles today. That is the Unrest in the Darjeeling Hills, a Shattered Piece, and the Moroccan Spring. And in the other guys section, I'm back with another original series, that is Indian origin words. Some words that has been borrowed from India and has been extensively used in English. So that's it. Let's begin with the first word for today: spiraled. Spiraled, a situation in which a price or something becomes lower, or a situation gets worse and is difficult to control because one bad event causes another. So apparently a chain reaction happens because of one event. How do you remember that? Always a galaxy, spiral galaxy. So in a sentence, this year's downward spiral of house prices has depressed the market. So the prices have come down. You can always use the word spiral for it. Next word, decree. It's not degree, it's decree, an official statement that something must happen. So whenever a government issues something or a statement is given, it's always known as a decree. More than 200 people were freed by military decree. So that's an order by the military. Next word, semblance. It's not resemblance, it's just semblance. Semblance means the outward appearance or apparent form of something, especially when the reality is different. So you can always say it is also an illusion, though it's not the direct meaning. You can use the word semblance there. He was executed without even the semblance of a fair trial. So this is an illusion, so you can connect the word semblance with this picture. Next word, purview. Purview doesn't mean a view. It means the limit of someone's responsibility, interest, or activity. So let's say you have a particular power on an issue, but you have been limited. Your powers has been limited up to an extent. So that is where purview comes into act. This case falls outside the purview of the particular court. To remember this word, always picture this one. That you're looking at something, that you're having an eye test, and a particular view doesn't come into your control. So this is how what purview is. Next word, very common word, confrontation. It simply means a fight or an argument. So when couples have an argument, you can always use the word confrontation there. Some couples seem to like confrontation, but Josh and I hardly ever argue. So remember this guy, this huge guy arguing with this tiny puny guy. Next word, stringent. Stringent, obviously it's a very common word again. It simply means strict, having a very severe effect or being extremely limiting of something. So in a sentence you can say the most stringent laws in the world are useless unless there is the will to enforce them. So apparently when you're in the military, that is this picture, this word will become an everyday saga: stringent rules. Next word, moving on, scramble. So it doesn't mean scrabble the game, it means scramble, which says to move or climb quickly but with difficulty, often using your hands to help you. So someone is coming to, so you're trying to climb something with your hands, and it becomes a difficulty to you. She scrambled up the steep hillside and over the rocks. How do you remember this? This is some people running towards the aircraft, trying to climb the aircraft as soon as possible. So this is how you remember the word scramble. Turmoil, I've already discussed the meaning of turmoil, so if you don't remember, here's again the meaning: a state of confusion or uncertainty or a disorder. Usually it's connected with emotional turmoil where you're very confused in something, and here you can say the country is in a state of political turmoil. So this looks like a disaster or a confusion caused by the cloud or the weather. So you can remember that word. The last two words for today, guys, stewardship and sagacity. Stewardship means someone's stewardship of something is the way in which that person controls or organizes it. So apparently it means the person who is in charge. So it can also mean a leader as well of something. The company has been very successful while it has been under the stewardship of Raj. So Raj has been the person in charge here. Remember this picture, somebody directing something towards somewhere. So that is how stewardship is to be remembered. Next one, sagacity, having or showing understanding and the ability to make good judgment. So consider yourself a judge of a situation, and let's say you have the auction hammer in your hand. So that is sagacity, a sagacious person or a comment. So there's a situation in front of you and you give up a comment, so that is where you become a sagacious person. So that's about it for today's vocabulary, guys. So what do we have in the other guys section? Indian origin words, the words that were carried to English from India. First word, the being very famous, avatar. They usually say it's avatar, or so in India we say avatar. From the Sanskrit word avatara means descent. We usually use it with the deities. So that is how the word avatar came into existence. Next, bangle, very common one for us, from the Hindi word bhangri, means a glass ring. I hope you knew that. Glass ring, bhangri. Next one, bungalow. This was borrowed during the British Empire from the Hindi word bangla, meaning the same. It means a one-storied house. Next, chutney. Everyone's favorite chutney, from the Hindi word chutney again. Next, juggernaut. Juggernaut means an unstoppable force or a movement that sweeps aside or destroys anything in its path. It can also refer to, it was borrowed from the word Jagannatha, from the Jagannatha temple, which is the Hindu deity Vishnu. Last one, loot. Loot again means the same, derived from the Hindi word loot, meaning to plunder or steal. So that's about it for today. We shall be continuing this series in the next class as well. So hope you like this. So do rate, review and recommend this course. Drop in your suggestions if you have any in the comment section. So that's it for today, guys. Take care and bye bye. I'll see you tomorrow.